This is BBC News. These are the latest headlines in the UK and around the world. More than a dozen countries have urged their citizens to leave Ukraine over fears of an imminent Russian invasion. President Biden speaks with his Ukrainian counterpart, agreeing to pursue diplomacy and deterrence in the Ukraine crisis.
This panic, the people being withdrawn, the money are leaving Ukraine. This is something which is hurting Ukraine. It just might be the whole idea of Putin.
Police have cleared the remaining protesters blocking a key bridge between Canada and the United States after a week of disruption. 13 people are injured after a mezzanine floor collapses at a pub in East London. People in Switzerland have voted in favour of tightening the country's tobacco laws by banning virtually all advertising of tobacco products. It's the underdogs versus the All-Stars in just a few hours. The LA Rams go head-to-head with the Cincinnati Bengals for a chance to win this year's Super Bowl crown. Hello and welcome if you're watching in the UK or around the world. I'm Martine Croxall. The US President Joe Biden has been speaking to the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky by phone as efforts to de-escalate the crisis over Ukraine continue. The two agreed to pursue diplomacy and deterrence with regards to Russia. Earlier, White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan repeated his warning that a Russian invasion could begin any day. Moscow denies it has plans to invade, but has positioned more than 100,000 troops along its border with Ukraine. In other developments on Sunday, more than a dozen countries have now urged their citizens to leave Ukraine. US members of an international monitoring mission in eastern Ukraine have begun withdrawing. The Dutch airline KLM said it would stop flying to Ukraine, and Germany's Lufthansa said it's considering suspending flights. A consignment of Stinger surface-to-air missiles have arrived in Kiev from Lithuania, one of the NATO member countries sending military support to Ukraine. In the UK, the Defence Secretary Ben Wallace has drawn parallels with the diplomatic efforts that took place before the Second World War. Jonathan Blake reports.